Hi, this is John from portablefreewaregames.com, and I'm not here to show you a game this week. I'm actually here to show you something a wee bit different. What it is, it's a YouTube channel intro or outro maker, AIO portable. Basically 3 applications bundled into one, and it gets used to create an intro or an outro for your YouTube channel. So let's have a look at it. You go to your browser, and you type in portablefreewaregames.com. I want you to choose the software option, and then scroll down that page till you get to the 8th option, the 8th application. This is it here, YouTube intro AIO portable. I want you to click on that wee image, and that'll take you to the download page where you've got a big image from the application, you've got a brief description of the application, and a download button for the application. Let's download this. Save. And this is the file here that you'll download, YouTube intro AIO.exe. It's an exe file, it's an executable file. Unlike the games that you can download from portablefreewaregames.com, it doesn't have to be installed to run. So let's double click this. And as you can see, it opens out in this nice menu here, where I've got the name of the website, presents the name of the application, and I've got a continue button. And let's click the continue button. And as you can see, it opens out in this nice menu here. We've got 4 applications, 4 buttons for 4 applications. At the top you've got Blender, it's a very powerful animation software. Secondly, we've got Ocenaudio, which is an audio converting and editing software. You've got Xmedia Recode, is a video converting software. And you've got my wee added extra into this application is Pisa, the paid internet survey app. We'll get to that eventually. So let's just start from the beginning. Blender. Blender is the main application we're going to be using to make your animated intros and outros. Blender is, although it's quite a small application, it's pretty complicated. But luckily there is an easier way to do things. You don't have to start from scratch. What we're going to be doing is we're going to download an intro template from the internet, and we're going to adapt it to name whatever website you like. So before we open up Blender, let's get a Blender template. What we want to do is go to your browser, go on to YouTube, and in the search bar type in Blender intro templates, and you've got a list of them. You get thousands and thousands of them. I think I'll choose this one here, the top 50 Blender intro templates. You click on that, and I'll pause the video right now so you can hear what I'm saying. Basically you're going to get a quick glimpse of some intros that somebody else has made, and in I'll have a number, I'll have a serial number, and you go into the comments section and you look up that serial number, and I'll have a download link and you can download it. So let's have a look at these intros. Number 50, I don't fancy that. Number 49, don't really fancy that. I think we've got a winner. That one there will do, number 45. So we went to the comments section, look for number 45. There it is there. You click on that link, and that'll take you to the download section and Mediafire. Click on the link. Your download is starting. You want to save the file. So it's 144 megabytes, so it's going to take a minute or two to download. But that's okay, because before we get started, there's something you really should have to do. And that is, I want you to create a folder on your desktop. You can put it anywhere you like, but I like to put things on the desktop. So a new folder, and we'll call it Blender. Because once we get started with Blender, we're going to be creating hundreds, and I'm doing hundreds of files. And it's always best to have them in one folder rather than scattered all over the place. So let's see how our download's going. Okay, so it's downloaded. Let's go to my downloads folder. And this is my downloads folder. And this is the file that I've just downloaded, 35 subs it's called. It's in a RAR archive, it's a zip archive in fact, so we'll just open that up. And as you can see, it's got a few different folders inside it. One of them is called 35 subs. That's the one that we're looking for, so we'll open up that folder. And I've got a few files here. We've got an MOV, a movie file. It's called Preview. That just shows you what the finished article is going to look like. We've got an MP3 file here. That's the backing track, the music soundtrack. We're not going to be using that. I'm going to be teaching you how to get your own MP3 files and how to edit your own MP3 files so you can put any song you like on it. But that's there anyway in case you want it. And this is the one that we're really interested in. It's 35 subs.blend. Not surprisingly, when it's called .blend, it's a Blender file. So what I want you to do is I want you to drag that and put it on your desktop somewhere. And then I want you to open up Blender. And this is Blender, a fairly small but extremely powerful animation tool. So let's get started. Go up to the top left hand corner, click on File, then Open, and you want to browse to your desktop and find that .blend file that you just dragged onto your desktop, the one you just downloaded. Here it's here, 35 subs.blend. You want to double click that, and here we have it. This is a template that somebody else has made, and all we're going to be doing is changing the writing on the template to whatever you want, whatever you suits. If you look down here, in the middle, you'll see you've got control buttons here for play and fast forward and jump to the next scene. And there we are. So let's get right into this. Let's start changing the text. What we're going to do is we're going to highlight, we're going to select the text, and then we're going to change it, we're going to write something else in. So let's to select anything in Blender, you right click it once, and then once it's been highlighted, once it's been selected, it's highlighted in orange. As you can see, it's happened to this template. It's got the orange line around the outside of the writing. So if I've highlighted the part I want, click the tab button, and that changes it to edit mode, and we're going to delete that there template. And as you can see, I've just deleted template, but there's another template there. This is a trick that Blender developers use quite regularly. They put two sets of writing on top of each other to give it some depth. So we'll do exactly the same. We'll call this YouTube demo, and then so that's the first set of writing in. And you click the tab button to go back on to deselect it, and then you right click the other one, the red writing, YouTube. So I've highlighted the red writing. And you click the tab button, backspace, 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 and again just put in exactly the same, YouTube demo. And now we're about ready to start rendering our animation. So there's a few things you have to take into consideration. The first, down here in the middle, it's got a start frame and it's got an end frame. The end frame is the last animation frame that's there. So it's 558 animation frames in total. And if you go over here to the right hand side, it's got frame rate. It's already set to 60 FPS, 60 frames per second. So that's 558 frames playing at 60 frames per second. It's about 9 and a quarter seconds this is going to last for. Output folder, you want to change that to your Blender folder that you just made. So desktop, Blender, and then accept. And that means when you start to render this stuff, it's going to go into that folder. Doing a wee bit further, just below that folder one, you've got this one here, it's blank, but if you click on it, it gives you all different options to what you want to render, what format you want to render this into. It's got Xvid, it's got MPEG, it's got H.264, it's got AVI RAW, it's got a lot of movie files, and the temptation is to just render it as a movie, but I'm not going to do that. I find that a much better way is to render it as images and then animate those images. So I'm going to go over here to PNG, Portable Network Graphic. So PNG file, click on that, and that should be ready to go. So all you have to do is click on animation and you're ready to go. And that's it starting to render the animation. So up here in the top left hand corner, it'll tell you exactly what frame you're on. We're at frame 0 right now because we haven't fully rendered a single scene yet, a single frame. And that's at frame 1, it's rendered one frame and it's got 558 to go to. So it's going to be running for quite a while, but that's okay. If you just minimise that. And now I'm going to show you how to get your own soundtrack for your intro, your video file. It's easy enough. I mean, if you're into music at all, I'm sure you've got your own collection of music. But the chances are that if you use any of it, that sooner or later you might get a copyright strike against you, and you'll be forced to take down all your videos that includes that. Even if it's just for a few seconds, it could be enough to get you to cause you to have to remove all your videos from YouTube. So it's much better, in my opinion, to go with a copyright free track to start off with, and then you'll never have to worry about getting a copyright strike against you. And to do that, it's fairly simple. Go to your browser and you want to type in freemusicarchive.org, and as you can see, it's a fairly straightforward website here. I like this one because you don't have to set up an account with them. You can just download it straight off the website. So you go into genres, let's see what they've got. Electronic, dubstep, and here you've got a list of different music singles here that you can listen to. Let's just listen to this first one. Yeah, I don't think much of that. Let's try this one. I might come back to that one. Let's listen to the next one. The one thing I don't like about this website is that it doesn't have a display that you can skip through the track to get to the bits you want. You want to listen to it all from the beginning. But apart from that, it's a really good website for getting free music, copyright free music. Okay, for the sake of the tutorial, I'll just use that one, Strong Suit, Quentin. So click the download button, and go save download, and that's it downloaded. So again, into my downloads folder, and there it's here, Strong Suit 08 Quentin. I'll just drag that to the top of the desktop. And you want to go main menu, and Ocenaudio, because we're going to edit with the audio player. So Ocenaudio, run app, can just drag the entire video file, music file onto the application. And here we have it here. So if you remember, the video clip that you're making is just over 9 seconds long, but 9 1/4 seconds. So you want your music clip to be about the same length. So what you do is you click your wee bar there, and then left click, and drag along and down, and that'll highlight everything that you drag over. You want to click cut, and as you can see up the top there, the clip is still 17.5 seconds. 17.895. So I'm going to do, I'm going to drag it from there over to there and cut. And then from here, from 9.162, left click, drag it along and down, and then cut. And I've now got a video file that is 9.162 seconds long. Let's play it. Okay, that's about ready. So you're going to click File, Save As. I'll put it on the desktop because, like I said before, I like to put things on the desktop when I'm making these videos. So I'll just call that backing track. And that's us got our backing track ready for when we're ready to start animating. So if you go to your Blender folder, as you can see, Blender's been working away in the background, printing these images off. 43 is that right now. 43 out of 558. It's still got a long way to go, but we can edit it. So I can make it jump from here to here. There we go. As you can see, 557. So it's 557 out of 558 files, frames have been rendered. And here we go, last frame, 558. And that's it, complete. And what you want to do now is go up in the top left hand corner and click on this wee drop down menu. You want to choose video editing, and that will bring up this page here, this screen. And you want to go down here to add, click add, and then image, and you want to find your folder that's got all your Blender frames, images in it. So it's desktop, and then Blender, and you open it up and click A for alpha, and that'll highlight every file in there. Click enter, and what Blender will do is Blender will condense those 558 images into one continuous animation. And that's it there, that purple line along there, along the timeline. You want to add your music as well, so you click add, sound, and then like I said, you should be putting your stuff on your desktop because it's easy to find. Click on desktop, backing track MP3, and that's that ready to go as well. As you can see, the two of them are lined up. The two of them will start at the same time and end at the same time. So what you want to do now is go back to this drop down menu, go back to default, and you get ready to render this, but you need to change your render settings. Like here we've got PNG, we're not going to render it as a PNG, we're going to render it as a video file. And you've got a choice of video files here. You've got Xvid, you've got MPEG, you've got H.264, AVI RAW. All of them will do actually, but I prefer Xvid myself, so I'll click on that. I will say that if you choose AVI RAW, be prepared for it to create a huge video file, about 100 megabytes for every second of animation. It's really huge. Like I said, I'm going to click Xvid, and now if you click Xvid, it opens up some stuff down here. It asks about your audio format. I'm going to keep it on MP3, and that's about it. It's still set to the same output folder. It's going to go into the same folder as your images, into that Blender folder, and that's us ready to go. So we'll click animation, and as you can see up here, it's a lot quicker than rendering it by image. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to jump to the very end, save a wee bit of time. So I'll jump from here, it was at 110, to here, 550, and that's it fully rendered. So if you close down Blender, and you go to your Blender folder, you should have a video file in there. There it's there, 0001 to 0558. Let's play this and see what it looks like. That's not too bad at all. And that's basically it. You've created an intro or an outro, whatever you want to use it for, and you've used 2 of these 4 applications. I've actually added another application in here called Xmedia Recode, and that's if you want to convert your movie file into something else in a different format. If you're just going to be using it for YouTube, then you don't have to. YouTube recognises everything that Blender creates, all the different formats. But if you want a different format, say for instance you want to use it as a screensaver, or if you want to use it as an animation on a website, then you're probably going to want to convert it to an SWF file, and this is how you do it. Click on Xmedia Recode, Run App, and you want to click Open File. You go to Desktop, and you look for your Blender folder, there it's there. And there's your media file there, your movie file. Double click on that, and you want to choose what kind of format you want it to come out as. I'm going to choose SWF. That's SWF. And down the bottom of the page here, the output destination, it's set to desktop. That's okay, I'm going to keep that. So now that you've got it lined up, all you have to do is click Add to Queue, and then encode. It's only a 9-second clip, so it should be pretty quick at converting it. And it's there. 5 seconds processing time. And then you've got an SWF file for your animation. I'll just double click on that. And that's it. Now you know how to use Blender to make your own intros. Like I said, you're not starting from scratch. You need to use templates, but there's nothing wrong with that. And that's what these guys put the templates up for, is to be shared and to be used. And that's about it really. So I hope you download this. I hope you have fun with this application. I hope you make a lot of different intros with this application. I hope you have a lot of fun playing with this application, and I hope you subscribe. Thanks for watching.